So what you're seeing behind me is the 12th edition ready car from Mahindra Racing in Formula E, and to talk more about that, we've got Fredrick with us. He is the team principal and the CEO of Mahindra Racing. So thank you so much for your time.
And thanks for being here.
First of all, when you were talking to us, you gave your presentation, you and Velu mentioned an acceleration problem. What was it about? What was the issue and how was it solved?
Interesting. Velu calls it an acceleration problem. I think it was a more global problem of performance, which is linked to mostly efficiency at the end. And efficiency goes through the acceleration, but also goes through the way we regen and brake, goes through the way the driver have confidence in driving the car. And more or less we had a car where we were missing a little bit of efficiency. Because we were missing a little bit of efficiency, you have to push more to find some additional performance. Because you push more, you take more risk. The car was not so comfortable. So all this was kind of a circle bringing us slowly down. And probably was the result of an approach which was starting with a good idea of developing with strong partnerships. But sometimes you need to make sure that the partners you get with you understand all the extreme need that Formula E and motorsport in general, but Formula E in particular, are required. And you need to go so much into details because it's not that the car we had before was so bad. It's just that the small differences we were missing, something kind of a percent on efficiency, makes a huge difference. So that was probably the problem we detected. Not so much acceleration, but global performance of a car which was not so good. So that's why we decided to do our own one and start developing. So that was one of the mission when I arrived, is let's do our own car with strong people behind the project. Should it be partnerships, should it be suppliers, but also the team itself, so that we change the reference level. We were thinking here was good, here is nice, but here is even better. And you have big step to do and it takes time, but probably that's something we succeeded quite well.
And now you seem to be very confident with the pre-season testing for the upcoming season. And I
don't want to be too much, to be honest.
Yeah, of course, I wish you all the luck for it. But now, like it works in racing, we've seen, be it Formula 1, be it GT series, racing also works as a test bed for getting technology back to road cars. So how does that work with Mahindra Racing, between you, Velu? How do you take the information from the track and give it to Velu? Is that something that goes around the season or after the season? How does that work?
Yeah, I think that's one of the key elements of going further and going to the next gen is what we now learn on track, because we are able to be performant, is something we can fully bring back to Mahindra in terms of either knowledge, training people, because we have people coming from India joining the team for 1, 2, 3 seasons, and then we can go back to the team of Velu in the development team and then be the one bringing that additional understanding of performance, level of expectation raised a little bit. Then you have a lot of work on software, which are the ones which are key for an electric car, how to improve the efficiency of the car itself, the way you make that car a bit more user-friendly also, and that is a big learning. In the same way, the way you regenerate energy, because we regen a lot of energy on those cars. You start with less energy than needed to finish, so you need to find the energy during the race. This is something you can bring in the understanding, push the limits, and then bring that back to the car. So the track to road program is definitely one element which is huge. And then even with the partners, you heard about Valvoline. The way they will develop their product is something that you will finally see in your car, because we are developing products which are helping of reducing friction, helping of increasing efficiency. And this is also something that will impact directly the day-to-day car that you will be able to buy and get to your dealer and say, they will be able to put the right fluid into your car and gain a little bit. So that's all that type of work which is happening. Learning in terms of technology, in terms of technical content, developing ideas that you push a bit further and you can bring back even on a safer level to a normal car, but also bringing people to meet with the level of expectation and the level of need that motorsport is requesting. And then because they are trained there, they can go back to the company and bring that to the other people.
And Fred, you mentioned, you want to get the victory, the Indian anthem and the top step of the podium. We wish you all the luck for it. You've got a great set of drivers. Going forward in the long term, do you envision a scenario where there could be an Indian driver also? Is that also a part of the plan?
So the plan has always been to have the fastest driver possible in the car. So if one day someone is able to be fast and Indian, I will never say no. But so that has never been. I think the goal is to develop an international project where, for sure, we want performance. So the moment we will find someone performant, we have no issue. And you know that we work very closely with Kush. Kush is a very strong asset for the team, not because he's in, or I would say, the fact that he is Indian is not the first thing that we are looking at. Yeah. We are looking at the fact that he's able to be fast. Each time we get him in the car as a rookie, he's beating all the others. That's what we love. He's able to work with us on finding additional ideas to develop the car. He's able to help us on preparing races. He's able to join us to be kind of a reserve driver and third driver for some races during the season. So that's what we try to build. Because Formula E has that particularity that it's not enough to be fast.
Yep.
You need to be smart, and you need to get used to the specificities of racing with such a car, where you need to improve your racing level, manage a lot of understanding of how the racing goes around you, and then from there start to bring your own little addition to the strategy which has been decided. That's what we call a little bit of freestyling moment, because all those drivers, and that's why we are so happy with Nick and Edo, they have that understanding of racing in Formula E that makes them go from P10 and P11 to P5, P3, P4, and hopefully P1, and that's the goal. Because we have that understanding. So you need to ally all those elements together to make sure that you understand the car. You need to be smart because it's a full of technology car. Yep. You need to be smart enough to work together with your teammate also, because it's a teamwork we have. And then on the other side, you need to work very hard on being ready, as Nick explained, before the event. So you cannot come and just drive. No, you have a big preparation. So that's definitely what we find also in Kush, and we are happy that he's with us within the team. So an Indian driver in the car in the future, never say no, and why not?
All right, great. We wish you luck for your season.
Thank you very much.
Season. And ladies and gentlemen, please follow Mahindra Racing. Wish them all the luck. They need all our support. They're a pure Indian team on the global racing stage. So let's go ahead and support them as much as we can.
And we will make you proud.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.